Hi Aries, welcome to your reaching out video. In this video there will be two readings. First one I'm going to do is will they reach out? How do they feel about reaching out? What's, they still feel a connection to the relationship, and what does that look like? Second one's going to be should you reach out? So you might get an idea of should you after the will they. Okay, so also in this description box below, if you want any more information, check that. But in there is going to be the I recommend a reader shout out, and I have two of them. One of them's she's an astrologer. Her name is Stormy Grace, and the other one, Suit of Cups Tarot. So love and respect to both of them. Hopefully you get a chance to stop by and show them some support and love of your own. All right, Aries. Let's start with them. As far as the reaching out, we're going to take a look at how they feel, whether they want to or not, why not, for Aries. All right. Aries. Okay. So, oh yeah, well, yeah, you can still see. Okay, that's a strength card. That could be Leo. Could be dealing with the Leo. All right. So this, for me, this feels like them. This is to resonate with them, not you. This isn't about like how you feel. This, perhaps they're feeling like they should be patient, or they're having to wait on a few things before making a strong offer or solid foundation, or perhaps they feel they're questioning whether it's a good idea to reach out or not. Okay, I say oh my gosh because we got two kings here, the King of Pentacles and the King of Air, the King of Swords. King of Air. Where's my head today? Oh, gracious. And we got the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Ouch. Okay. All right. Ten of Wands. Good gracious. Emperor. Nine of Swords. Ace of Wands. Five of Swords. Empress. Two of Pentacles. Priestess. Interesting. Okay. So, wow, Aries. So it looks like your person is kind of solitary right now. You could be dealing with a Leo, Gemini, Virgo, Leo, Taurus, Pisces, or Cancer, Virgo, Taurus. Okay, wow. So we've got them wanting to regain some control. I feel like they're waiting till things settle down, till it's more, it's something that they want to see if it's something that they want to do, if it's a good idea or not. Okay, so in case I need to clarify here. All right, so, wow. They are in, we got the King of Pentacles and the Strength card here. This is someone that's trying to refortify their life, trying to sort some things out, trying to kind of take back control of their life and go after what they want after things have ended and because of an ending. So this is someone that really feels like they need to be decisive and to be to really just ground themselves. So on the one hand, it's almost like they want to make sound decisions and try to take charge of things, right? But on the other hand, it's like they really feel like this need for control again. We got the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. Both of these also, this is the Hermit, and both of these are Virgo. So this feels like somebody that's really trying to rebuild or restructure their life because of and after a breakup. All right, so I think they feel like this relationship was a lot of work because of the amount of control, and it could have been that it was just kind of the same old. They didn't really feel like it was that there was, it's almost like there was the passion was missing. It got to be really regimented and controlling, and there was increasingly a lot of work. They felt like it was just a lot of work. And they've been going back and forth on whether to reach out or whether to, is this a good idea? Is this a good idea? And it looks like look at this. Oh, I was going to say 2, 2, 2. No, we got the 2 here. We got the 2 here. Oh, boy. And 2 9s. Okay, so this is receipt, and we got accord. So it's like, was this a mutual breakup? Is that what this was? That you both are aware of what's going on, and you're just like, I'm good. This is mutual. We both kind of have the same idea about each other, And this is someone that just felt like they couldn't take the way things were anymore. So as far as them reaching out, it is not likely. I think they're wanting to practice self-care. I think they're wanting to rebuild and to restructure their life and to get some control and groundedness. They're kind of leveled by this, but they feel like the worst is over, and they're spending a lot of time thinking about this and kind of reclusing themselves. It's almost like it might have just run its course. And I don't know, it feels like they're going to be taking some much needed time for themselves. As far as reaching out right now, no, they are not. They are not. I think this is about them rather not reaching out to sort of regain some control and some sense of self-efficacy, taking some me time for themselves, really wanting to be nurturing to themselves right now. So this is going to be a very self-focused time for them. What's this Five of Swords about? This is Five of Swords. Wow. That kind of says it all right there. The Five of Swords with the Ten of Cups. Okay. What's this Nine of Swords about? You know, and the thing is, yeah, we got, see, right there too, the Hermit. And the thing is that they haven't ruled it out, but now is not the time. This is someone that really feels like they want to get their bearing in their life first before they extend any kind of anything, communication, offer, you know, wanting to negotiate something, whatever communication they were going to make, now is not, they don't feel like now is the time. They want more time to think about some things and to get right within their own life. We've got just very solitary cards when it comes to this, about pulling back, about going in, about wanting to find the answer from within. What's this Ace of Wands about? Ace of Wands about. This Hierophant about. So sorry, that's the Hangman. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and what's this Ten of Wands about? Okay, yeah, this was just, they felt really, it's interesting because it's like this was just such a burden, and it was just not healthy anymore, and it was like suffocating, and just, it was, you know, we got the Devil and the Hierophant here. I mean, this was being married or connected in, or in a relationship in name only, but it was not anything that was, instead of it being a really kind of divine connection, it was actually quite suffocating, and it was just about control, and it was rigidity and things like that, and you know, not having kind of any vitality, and things, just someone not willing to make the sacrifices, or someone not willing to change, to be open to change, to be open to transitioning. It could be that somebody found somebody new. It could be that this person has kind of found somebody new. We do have the Ace of Wands there, but more likely, what used to be once a very stable connection became rigid and controlling, and there wasn't any kind of change. Not that you have to be moving and going all the time, but there wasn't. Someone didn't want to change, and so they're laying this at your feet. They're saying that you're the one that wasn't interested in growing or working on things or changing. And so out of self-preservation, they had to end things, or they are in agreement with this ending because they have to save themselves. That's the gist of it. Whether it's true or not, obviously your own situation, but there has been a definite change. We've got two tens here. And in intimacy, which is two knights. And then we've got agreement with two twos, and we've got two nines, which is receipt. So this is all about, okay, the worst of it's over. Now this person is trying to rebuild, and right now, as far as I'm reaching out, not going to happen. All right, what else does Aries need to know? What else does Aries need to know? Oh, let me get one for confirmation. Confirmation for this reading for Aries. Takeaway message. Hi. Okay, so that flipped the Magician. This is someone that, you know, this could be Gemini or Virgo, but this is also talking about someone that just has that something. And we've got the Strength card here with that infinity symbol, and the Magician also has that infinity symbol. So this is somebody that has the ability to have some kind of hold on somebody, or that kind of power, or there's just that magnetic draw. And I think they might be attributing that to you, feeling like you have that ability, that they just were, that's why it became unhealthy, because it was like they were so attached to you, but at the same time, it wasn't good for them. And there's just this, they're really needing the solitude to restructure. Again, this is how the reading is. It's not saying that it's true. But they did, it's almost like they have to go no contact. We see the Ten of Swords and the King of Swords here because of the draw and the sort of appeal that you have to them. There's just something about your connection that they find very hard to. That's probably why they worked so hard and stuck around. But they just, in the end, it's like, I can't handle that. I can't handle this anymore. All right. So what else for Aries? What else for Aries confirmation? So we got two cards of transition here: the Four of Wands and the Hanged Man. So this. I don't know. I perhaps it was that. Honestly, what it feels like is that this is about the give and take and the harmony. After an agreement's been formed, a contract has been signed, this and that. This is the harmony and the working relationship that takes place. This is the couple that settles into married life. This is about transitioning from everything being kind of at one stage to it being about you two and that communal living and all of that happens afterwards, whether it's married or living together or whatever, connected. And this is about someone not making the transition, about it never transitioning to that, and it just became about work and obligation rather than connection and thriving. Okay, what else for Aries? So we got Ace of Cups and Four of Wands. So is this about somebody else? Is it? That didn't sound good. Man, we've got the Four of Wands coming up twice, and we've got another Ace. So was this someone feeling deceived? I mean, there's that too, like, because this is like someone feeling like they need to get the hell out of self-preservation. So what was it? Did they find out some new news? Did they find out something that all of a sudden they were like, no, this changes everything? Like, what happened? And I'm asking that sincerely. Of course, you obviously know your situation, but it looks to be like looks to be like a new relationship. Perhaps they're not going to be reaching out, Aries. Perhaps, just going to say it. Perhaps that someone there was a relationship outside of this relationship, that someone fell in love with somebody else, and they're moving. They want the security. They want somebody that can be. If it's not somebody that left a relationship for somebody else, or they think you had somebody else, this is somebody who wants to find true love and wants to find somebody that will transition, that will give them the security and the give and take and the reciprocity and the nurturing that they want. So apparently they were not satisfied with what they had. It doesn't mean that, that it's your fault. It's just simply it wasn't what they wanted. The connection with you was starting to turn to where they just felt held back and they weren't getting their needs met. All right. So I think this is about them being in search of, and to be fair, like, you both deserve this, right? You both deserve to find what you want in a loving, nurturing relationship that can transition from kind of dating and intermittent connection to solidified, united love. Where this is very Twos of Cups-ish here. So nothing wrong with that. Just at the end of the day, if they're going to reach out, no, they are not. That's for Aries. Okay, so we got the Anchor there, and we got the Moon. So that probably a long-term relationship, a relationship that had settled down, that turned into being tied down, right? So, and perhaps stability and security were in question or were being challenged, and things could still be kind of emotional right now. Perhaps that's what left the relationship. What was no longer in the relationship was attraction and chemistry, and it was just, again, like in name only. And we've got the Hierophant with the Wheel of Fortune here. Honestly, it's like a karmic ending to somebody that once was that person, and it's no longer like that anymore. This is somebody that you feel that fit with, that there's that structure and trust, and that's your person. It goes from that to being rigid, controlling, and doing things in name only, and we've got reversal. So at one time, it might have felt like really faith-born and connected. We've got two cards of spirituality here in the sense of all is right with the world. I feel that connection. This is calling. I'm supposed to be with this person. We got that something to a reversal of that, and it's not that anymore. It got stale. It got stale. All right. Nine of Swords for the Anchor. Nine of Swords for the Anchor. What's the Moon? Nine of Swords and Eight of Cups. That's right. Nine of Swords, Eight of Cups. Someone's finally packing up and moving on. And it looks like that's what you need to hear if you're not already doing it. The Nine of Swords, this has gone on long enough. We got the Nine of Swords here also. It's just, it feels like it's insurmountable, and it's probably a very emotional time. You're probably still feeling that connection, but it's time to walk away. What did Aries person say to them? I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. Always helpful. There's that. Okay, so Aries, I thank you for stopping by. I'm not done. I'm going to do another reading, but if you're satisfied, if you got what you needed, off you go. But thank you for stopping by. I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry if honestly, it feels like you're transitioning out of this really well. Maybe you just showed up for confirmation. Like, you know, it's kind of like you guys have the same opinion of each other, but I do hope that it was helpful. Sometimes it's like, oh God, that's harsh. Sorry, ripping the Band-Aid off. I wish you luck with this and your person. And I hope to see you in the next reading, which is actually coming up. But it's should you reach out. So up to your discretion if you want to stick around for that. Anyway, I thank you, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care. Putting everything in the wrong pile. Okay. Hello, Aries. Welcome to your Should You Reach Out. Should you reach out? Some of you are sticking around from the last reading. Some of you have just showed up only for this portion. Either way, fine. I'm going to treat this as a standalone reading, not connected to the last reading, for those of you wondering. All right, so anyway, everything else you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Stormy Grace. She's an astrologer, and Suit of Cups Tarot. So love and support to both of them, and hopefully you get a chance to stop by and check them out. Show them some love and support. All right, Aries, should you reach out? Should you reach out? Should you reach out? Should Aries reach out? Some of you are like, I'm not going to reach out. I just want to see what you have to say. I know. There's that whole, oh, I don't think so. Hello. Apparently I did not put that on mute. Let me remedy that. There it is. All right. Queen of Cups, you could be dealing with a Cancerian. The Moon or Pisces. Pisces or Cancerian. The Magician, oh good gracious. Four of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Wands. Wow. Two of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Three of Swords. King of Pentacles. Okay, so should Aries reach out? Well, for the Aries that I'm reading for this reading, they've gone underground. Like they're just kind of it's like they've up and walked away. And I think they want well, hold on a minute. What's this Magician about? Because it's like the things were too unstable and uncertain. And that's probably why there was that falling out or the rift, the breaking up, that sort of thing. Because it came down to, look, I don't want to further invest in this if I can't be certain about what's going to happen in the future. I want to know what's going on. I want some answers. I want you to stick with this. I want you to try. I want you to be in it like I'm in it. And they wanted that commitment. They wanted that unified love. They wanted, you know what, Aries, honestly, I think they wanted you to be present. That you just weren't as into them as they were into you. So I could see why you're like, no, it's not worth it, because you have to care enough to confront, right, and to discuss. So this is something that just simply they feel like they weren't worth it to you. They want more of an effort, more of a commitment. And there it is, that Seven of Pentacles flipped. So this is someone that is just going to be pretty much nursing a broken heart for this foreseeable future. And this is, should you reach out? No, you shouldn't. They're asking something of you that you can't give, or that you're not interested in. Maybe you just don't see this person as that way, this Two of Cups right here. But that's what they want. So what's this Magician about here? This Magician for Aries. Yeah, no. Okay, and I say no because this is them off on their own. This is them wanting command over their own life and off on their own. It could be that they want, but see, that's a tall order though, because it's like, okay, well, you're going to have to move mountains and it's going to be a leap of faith for them. There would be a lot riding on an offer if you reached out, because they're going to be standing there with their arms folded like, you have to prove to me and I want you to jump. I want you to jump through this hoop. I don't trust anything. I'm suspicious. Were you just putting one over on me? Were you not in this the way I was? You're going to have to prove this, this, and this. Okay, that's fair if you were into it also, and you're like, I'm so sorry for the misunderstanding. I'd happily show you how I felt. Okay, fine. But that's not how you feel. So what's the point? And I think they're deeply hurt because of that, or not. I shouldn't say deeply, but I think the relationship went as far as it could before they're like, all right, what are we doing? I want either a commitment or we got to go. We're at the crossroads here. We got 2 7s. So that's news. So perhaps they found out something that changed the course for them. We got 2 4s, which is insomnia, right? So this is somebody that has just, like, whatever news they found out was, and news could also be realization and epiphany, that kind of was quite just on their mind quite a bit. And insomnia, okay, maybe they haven't been sleeping very well, but it's certainly something that occupied a lot of their thought and time thinking about this. So what's this 7 of Wands about? What's this 7 of Wands about? Oh, look at that 3 of Swords. What's this 7 of Wands about? Aries. Yeah, they want you to take the initiative here. Look at this. Magician, King of Wands. We got 7. This is somebody who wants you to take more initiative and more whatnot in the relationship. But if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it, right? And it's I really feel like they think the relationship has gone as far as it can go without, we're at the crossroads, make the commitment or not. And they, what's this 3 of Swords? Yeah. Heartbroken over the ending. There it is. All right. What's this 4 of Pentacles about? Why? 4 of Pentacles about? Okay. So this is saying, look at this. We got a potential. Either this is someone wanting to get a handle on their own life and they're starting with a clean slate, or this is saying, okay, if you're going to make the effort, take the initiative to fight for me, to persevere, to stick through this with me, to battle through this breakup and change the course. This is major arcana. This is huge. So this is somebody that is really probably grieving. They know there's been an ending, but they might still have hope. This is a very tall order for someone to fill. This is someone that is like, it's going to take someone moving mountains, basically, or jumping off of one for me, basically, to convince me of the viability of this relationship, convince me that you're serious. And I don't think it's for you. I don't think you should have to do that. I don't think your heart's in it. I think they know this. That's why the 3 of Swords is here. They knew it was going to come to this. It's not a surprise. It's just painful. But it looks like any kind of new beginning. I mean, we got the 4 of Pentacles with this Ace of Wands here. So should you reach out? No. No, you should not reach out. They've accepted this ending and it's painful. And I think they realize that it is pretty unrealistic at this point, just because you two want different things. And your job right now is to stay unto yourself and to be attending to your own affairs, your own security, looking to the future with basically building that nest egg or working on that job, or just providing for yourself and yours alone, not for anybody else, not inclusive of anybody else. You need to be investing in yourself right now. So no reaching out for you, Aries. Of course, do what you want, right? But for the Aries that I'm reading for, nope. Leave well enough alone. Leave it alone. This relationship went as far as it could go with the parameters you had, and you're just not as into it. You probably would not be able to provide the security and the stability and the certainty that this person wanted. I don't think that there was any cheating involved, but they want more from you than you can give or are willing to give, and that makes them feel insecure and then suspicious and paranoid. It does a number on you. So no. All right. So what confirmation card for Aries, please? Queen of Wands. Yep. Get out there and get after it. This is you making changes and being on the move and being out there. This is not about you taking initiative with this relationship. Rather, it is about you moving. I should put it down here. This right here is about you moving forward. you need to facilitate your own experiences solo at this point. Like this is about, it's almost, I look at this card, it's like, what a time to be alive. Like that's what it feels like it's saying. Like you have so much potential in front of you. This in fact is the card of Aries, Queen of Wands, just saying. So this is all about you getting out there and getting after it. It is a time for you to be out there and among everything, not in conflict with someone that the two of you can't know. This is not a time for conflict. This is about you getting out there and getting after it and doing what you want to do with whom you want to do it with, when you want to do it. No disrespect to the person. It's just that this has run its course. Yeah, this world here, yeah. It's run its course. You two are both on your way to other. What else for Aries? So this is, again, here's Ace of Wands right there. We got the Rider, which is also the Nine of Cups. This is about being content. This could be a new love interest. This could be just out there dating and in the mix, very much like this Queen of Wands right here. Just kind of on the move, one person to the next, actively dating, no commitments, nothing being tied down, but your time and energy is your own, where and whom you want to see and do things with. It's all by your design, your decision. You are kind of unto yourself. And this could be meeting someone new. It could be learning something new about this past relationship. But the writer, for me, the writer with this book, this is like hidden knowledge or learning about something new. So I feel like this is incoming love. I feel like this is you being done with the situation, being out there and fully partaking in life right now, and you end up meeting someone new that it's really kind of casual and fun, and there's no strings attached. It could be that this is representative of the last relationship. I don't feel like it is. I feel like there's too much going on here for this just to be something that was casual that the other person put so much stock in. So I feel like this is incoming. This is someone that, or this is like at least the state of mind that you'll be in. Like you just want to kind of meet people and have some fun and go to new places, meet new people, do exciting new things. Okay, so where am I going to put that? And then I wanted to do the dice. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. What's the last thing? Let's see. What does Aries need to know about this? Any other messages for Aries? What does Aries need to know? Any other messages for Aries? What does Aries need to know? Any other messages for Aries? Ooh, look at that. Knight of Cups and the Seven of Wands reversed. Interesting. So, yeah. This is not persevering. This right here, this could be this has kind of an overprotective, kind of paranoid, sort of controlling bent to it for me. And coupled with the Knight of Cups, that could be Scorpio, by the way, this could be Leo. Sorry, I don't think I went through these. Gemini, Virgo, Pisces, or Cancer, Virgo. So, Aries. So this right here, the Seven of Wands reversed and the Knight of Cups, that's kind of someone that it's romance for the sake of romance, like that magical knight in shining armor, kind of that passionate emotional connection, but that's all that it is. And it could be that this is what that person felt like, like that's what they want. They want the rescuing, or they're not. They could be grounded about it. The point is that this is about intermittent, passionate connection, but it's not anything stable. Got Wands and Cups. That's kind of the basis, but there's not the hardware for it. Might be the software, not the hardware, whatever the saying is. But so it's kind of saying, you know what, this is about you going from person to person and experience, and it's not about having conflict. It's not about drama. It's not about you fighting for something or persevering or finding that hill you'll die on. This is no drama with love relationships. No drama with dating and that romantic situation. No drama. It also feels like, because sometimes the Knight of Cups can be quite romantic and sweep someone off their feet, but there's no stability behind it. So on the one hand, I could see the person kind of wanting that sort of overprotective or, kind of that, I hate to say paranoid, but just wanting someone to fight for them, wanting that knight in shining armor to come through. It's just not there. And yet the message for you is no drama in pursuing love interests. Quite simple. I feel like you can't see it. There we go. Okay. And there it is. All right. So Aries, I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you in the next reading. I wish you and your person luck with this transitioning, and you take care.